EA Sports coverage of the NFL International Series brings us across the pond. We're in North London and the impressive Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Cleveland Browns. On the visitor's sideline, it's the Vikings head man Kevin O'Connell. His team, one of the great stories in the first month, 4-0 to begin this season. Across from him, it's Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski. His squad designated the home team here in the English capital. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. We are set for a good one. And off we go from North London. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So the Vikings come out. Technically, it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy, but really it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback of the Vikings.
One thing about this guy that's pretty clear, Mike, is there's not a whole lot that rattles him. He does a good job staying even-keeled. You don't know if he just threw a pick or if he just led his team to a touchdown drive. And that was kind of the case last week. He didn't let it snowball into a bunch of back-breaking mistakes. He just shook it off and kept playing. Now, can he keep that mentality as the rest of the year unfolds? And if he does, he's going to give his team a chance every single week.
First down run, netted 3, so we've got a 2nd and 7 here. Again, it's Jones. And and he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Minnesota.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
They get 12 yards on that pass. It'll be a Vikings first down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one. Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it. So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
Try and run for the first down with Jones. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. They run it once more with Jones. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath, but give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. So on fourth down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota. And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. And they're led by their quarterback from the University of Pittsburgh. It's Kenny Pickett.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, granted exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
That's into the hands of Judy on the right side. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
He's got the first down and more than that. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. Start of the second. Browns in control of the football as they've got it with first and 10. On the handoff, 4. And it'll be forced out of bounds and pick up a couple on that one.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. From the gun is Pickett. Moving outside the pocket, and he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Here's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, here's Pickett. He's got his man complete to Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's 4. And he'll get forward for about a yard. That's Andrew Van Ginkel in on the tackle.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Pickett. He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat.
And he'll take it on in. Cedric Tillman, touchdown Browns. That is 2nd TD catch of the season.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mixing run, mixing pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
The Vikings offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. Greg, I love the evolution of the NFL. Every 3-4 years feels like things change a little bit. Right now it feels like we're in a running back, running game era. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely, and the league has such a funny way of continuing to reinvent itself. Years ago, 15, 20 years ago, Mike, this was a running back-led league. It was play action. Quarterbacks were under center. And then what offenses realized was the best way to score points is to generate explosive plays, get a bunch of yardage all at one time, because it's very hard to sustain possessions in the NFL. So as a result, they said, okay, what's the best way to generate big plays? It's to throw the ball downfield. So it became a very pass-heavy league, and then now defenses had to answer. The days of the big defensive tackles, the 260-pound.
That pressure gets there, and down he goes. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Browns offense ready for their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Here's Pickett. His throw left side, taken in by Johnson. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. They'll run a toss play, and it's 4. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
On the stop. No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I back to London, England after this. A second down throw for Pickett. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target, and it's going to bring up a third down. Let's go. Let's go. Now, Pickett. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch, and now fourth down. Throwing Pickett. Backs to the open man. It's Tillman. He's going to pick up the Browns' first down. The defense nowhere to be found. A fourth down gain of 20.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
To throw, Pickett. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
At the 21-yard line.
Back to throw is Pickett. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Pickett playing with some tempo here.
15 yards. And it's third down.
Throwing now on third and long. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. He'll go on fourth down. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
Yeah, so I think, Mike, this is one of those decisions where the conditions and the elements definitely come into play. I think in a normal day of clear weather, this coach makes a different decision in this situation. But here, I can totally understand why he decided to be aggressive and go for it on fourth down. Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. The rookie out of Michigan, Mason Graham, gets him for a loss of 4. And that'll set up third down.
14.
Let's go now. Like it, 18. Let's go. McCarthy from the gun here on third down. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
First and 10.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. I just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception. So, Mike, you find yourself in some of these inclement weather games, whether it's rain or snow, really the challenge falls on the defensive side. They're usually more in a reactionary position where they got to change directions and they got to react to the plays and the movement of the offense. So what you want to do in these bad games is keep the ball underneath, tackle.
And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter. The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Browns offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with first and 10. They'll open this drive on the ground with 4. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. The veteran safety, Harrison Smith, there on the stop.
Second and 6.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 6.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
Here's Pickett now. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
From the 41, here's second and 4. Pickett to throw. A throw, right side, taken by Njoku.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 14 on the pickup. It's a Browns first down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 20.
First and 10, here comes 4. They will take this down right to the edge of the red zone. 21. Jonathan Allen, the big man from the interior, with the stop.
3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7 at the Vikings' 21-yard line.
They face second down and 7. Pickett to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. Now Pickett. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Hopkins' kick is good. And the Browns will extend to a 10-0 lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through.
The Vikings offense trotting back out with their first involvement of the second half. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with first and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He'll try and get there on the ground. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contained rushing, especially on third down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more of the NFL International Series after this. McCarthy to the air on second down. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Aaron Jones that time. And that'll set up fourth down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the fourth. They will turn it over on down. The Browns offense ready to take over possession of the football. And they're getting closer to a second win on the season. All they got to do is hold on here, and a good drive right now would help. They'll start it 1st and 10.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Open man, right side, he's got it.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
They'll run with 4. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game.
And he will get into the end zone. Jerome Ford. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And this one is no good. Not sure if the rain and the wet footing is an issue there, but no extra point. The score stays where it is. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Moore going in motion. On 1st down, here's McCarthy. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Mason Brown in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Ready up! Ready!
They give it, and it's 4. And he'll get about 5.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
2nd and 5. They'll run once more with 4. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. Good running. Gets them down to about the 4-yard line. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. 4. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. Again, it'll be 4. A dive, and he's in. Jerome Ford. Touchdown, Cleveland. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Extra point up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return is Rodgers. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Vikings offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Moore going in motion. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
A loss of 6 yards.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he's going to go down. They get him behind the line. Can't take a sack there. It's a turnover on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. It is 2nd and 6. Again, it's 4. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5. From the gun is Pickett. He's going to pick up the 1st down and more. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down. From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's 4. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Extra point up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns add on to their already sizable lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return is Rodgers. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
He'll be out of bounds, but after after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
And the Vikings,
Let's go now.
first down.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win for the Browns. And it will be a long but happy flight home as they earn the victory here in London. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long from London.